4, 3.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Nasdaq IR Insight Live. I'm your host, Will Briganti, and I'm here live at the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center in downtown San Francisco. Joining me today as my guest is Seth Rosenwasser. Seth is an analyst here at Nasdaq IR Solutions, and he covers the technology, media, and telecom industries. Seth, great to have you on the program.
Thank you very much. Great to be here live in person.
That's right, live in person here in
Yes.
San Francisco. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to focus on technology.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to us a little bit about what's going on with regard to capital expenditure post-tax reform. What are you seeing?
Right. So last time I was on the program, we were talking extensively about what firms were doing with the money that they got from the tax reform. And as I said previously, it's been mostly allocated to returning capital to shareholders through dividends, share repurchases, M&A, as we're seeing, although not very extensive quite yet. And it's been an interesting play out, yes, for sure.
So how are shareholders reacting? Are you seeing like any changes in trade patterns, for example?
Correct. So what we're noticing here is that although there's been incredible incentive to invest, given the amount of money that's flowing back to shareholders, it hasn't really been flowing into the institutional level quite yet. Mutual funds are actually very content to sit very still in this environment. If they're not sitting still, they're taking some profits. We've been on an incredible run, as you know,
Right.
And unfortunately, to put money to work in this sort of environment may be a little bit risky.
Now, you mentioned talking about the incredible run, but talk to us a little bit about how the summertime impacts that from a trading volume perspective.
Correct. So we are in the summertime. Volumes are a little bit low. We're seeing a little bit of malaise here from the general market, a little bit more so than in the past. Again, as I said, because markets have been so stretched.
Now, talk to us a little bit about Nasdaq's perspective on the overall tech sector. What are you seeing on the IR Solutions team for the sector overall?
So the sector overall has been really good. You know, despite everything I've said about, investors continuing to sit still, the U.S. economy is still in fantastic shape. There's really no better place to be than U.S. equities. As you know, many headlines, our economy is incredibly strong. Our labor market is incredibly strong. And, this boon on our economy is going to be flowing through the consumer, and it's going to be flowing through all the companies that we focus here at Nasdaq.
Sure, of course. So talk to us a little bit about that geopolitical landscape. We talk a lot about the U.S. economy, the U.S. capital markets being strong. What's your opinion there? What's your take there?
So our capital market is extremely strong. However, there is geopolitical risk going on. I'm sure, as you well know, there are some tariffs in discussion here with China, which is an incredibly huge trade partner, global trade partner, really. So again, institutional investors are very worried about what they're seeing here. With literally hundreds of billions of dollars in possible tariffs coming on U.S. goods, it is a riskier time to invest than ever before. And so I think portfolio managers are comfortable to just, as I said before, sit still, see where this plays out. There's really no penalty for sitting still. The only thing they're going to gain by waiting is more information about, these companies. They're going to get more quarters of earnings, and they're also going to get a chance to see exactly how this scenario plays out in Washington between us and China.
All right. Well, Seth, we'll leave it there for today. Thank you so much for that terrific insight on the tech sector.
Thank you very much, Will, for having me. It's been great.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Seth Rosenwasser. He's a technology analyst here at Nasdaq IR Solutions. Thank you so much for joining in to today's episode of IR Insight Live. We were live today from the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center here in downtown San Francisco. Be sure to tune in to our Twitter channel for more insight from the Nasdaq IR Solutions team. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Seth.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.